Yeah. Hey, this is, what are you, Brick?
Yeah, Brick.
Brick. So this is Brick from the West Coast, and he's just completed the intensive educational seminar here in Shine's Trading Room over the past week. And came into town to really submerge himself into this world that we've been living in for the last 10, 15 years, and sort of show how the other side do it, the other side of those pro traders versus the casual trading guy. So, I just wanted to grab a couple minutes just to get some feedback from Brick and to, sort of hear the strengths, the weaknesses, your expectations, and see how we fulfill that, and how we can improve, I guess, what we do also, and just get some feedback. So you could just free flow and say whatever you feel, and we could ask some specific questions.
Okay, my whole reason for being here is when you're in your world at home, there's really no way you can be totally focused on what's going on here, nor can you meet the people that are behind Shine's room unless you come here. So you can gain an idea of the personalities through the broadcast, but being here and actually seeing their world and understanding the lessons is invaluable. So I've eliminated all distractions by coming here. I enjoy
Sure.
Yeah. Eliminated all the distractions by coming here, and met the guys, been out, had beers with most of the guys in the room, and it's really a great thing.
Right.
There's no replacement for being here. You just can't get it through a webinar like you can get it by being here.
Right, and so it's worth the commitment to take off that time from your usual life, and also to make the trip cross country, and to put yourself up in a hotel, and to once again fully submerge yourself into our world. And,
absolutely.
And so just translating into literal terms, I go back to probably, I don't know, maybe the 8, 9, 10, 11 lessons on an overall general basis, and I ask you, which ones you found most valuable, and which ones maybe either flew over your head or underneath the chair.
Yeah, I think it's certainly Melnick's class. I mean, he's such a whiz kid, and he's got a great sense of humor. He's completely off the wall. He makes it fun, but he's got a very unique approach to trading the market, and with a lot of success. I mean, that was a lot of fun for me to watch his class.
He's dynamic.
Very dynamic.
You and I have spoken about it.
Yeah.
Very often it's difficult to combine what we combine, which is the guy who trades, can teach and relay the information over, and make it dynamic at the same time.
Right.
And you could go into a college classroom and fall asleep within 5 minutes, or you could try to get spoon-fed this information that we feel is vital for people to take with them.
Mm-hmm.
And
so his class probably was my favorite class. The options class is probably the one that is the hardest to grasp in any one sitting, because and particularly the advanced class today was, we talked a little bit about strategies, but I mean, there's just a lot to ingest there. And so I think your suggestion of, when I get home and get clearance from, my broker to trade options, to put on an option, to put on a call, to buy or sell a call, one at a time, and just see what it does for me. Read the book, revisit the class, and the next time you give it. These are all things that you're going to be.
Do you like that type of structure? Do you like how, it's very rare where you take a semester's class somewhere and then they say, oh, join us again next semester too. So, because we have found a lot of success, as I feel like trading is an ongoing learning and mentorship process, because I'm still learning every day. As we looked at yesterday's trades or options thing that I put on, what I could do better next time in order to make that $10,000. Do you sort of agree with the philosophy to have a class now and allow for you to join us almost peripherally next time, or as aggressively as you want next time, the same class, but a month from now, when your brain is more geared towards riding that bike or knowing the foreign language trading is, or so on?
Definitely will be valuable to revisit the class and to retread the information for sure. And you know, before I re-attend the class, I will have had you know, some experience on my own.
How to implement the stuff.
Implementation of what I learned this week.
Do you feel that from every one of our courses, you're able to take at least one or two things from every class, even if it might not be your number one strategy you may follow, but you say, hey, those things that he said in minute number 56, I remember now, and why am I breaking that rule?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to catch myself a lot of times over the next, you know, several weeks and months, breaking rules, fundamentals that I've learned here. I've got, you know, a series of notes from all the classes. You put a lineup of instructors together that was just massively incredible and very enjoyable.
Do you feel also, and I'm just coming out with these questions, it's like the first time we were able to also get some serious feedback, like you said, the lineup of instructors is something that's unmatched and uncomparable out there, at least for my 15-20 years, because you could get somebody to teach you, and one person, but they're going to have only their one perspective on things.
Mm-hmm.
And as people have said, hey, I want to take that from Mark and that from Shine, and now that I got this from Mike B, and I'm going to implement the opposite of that, but the similar of that, and I'm going to remember that rule or that fact that you know, I was given, and now I'm going to put on that trait according to your fundamental and your strategies. So you do have the right fundamentals and foundation, and now you get to adapt your own strategy to it.
Right. You know, just like every person has an individual personality, you know, you develop a style, and there's learning preferences that everybody has. So you're going to come here and you're going to have certain takeaways from every professional trader that we heard from this week. And you'll probably end up incorporating something from each one of them to create your own style and your own approach based on what works best for you.
Right. Now, that's our objective, is to be able to take from everybody their strengths and pass those over. And you know, did you feel the amount of information was overload? In one instance, yes, and that was, you know, Pepe's you know, technical analysis class was probably, I mean, I got way more depth of information there than I could absorb in an hour. So for me, maybe not being as technically minded, he's so technically minded that he went into the depths of the depths of the depths. We drilled down so far that we got to the center of the earth. Right. We've talked about it. We've talked about it being like that scientist who's talking about molecular biology,
right.
the advanced doctorate class of something or other, and like you walk into that on day one, you know, it's you know, brain overload within the first 5 minutes, let alone a 2-hour plus class.
So, but it's fascinating what he does, and I think what he tried to teach in you know, 2 hours or an hour and a half, whatever it was, could probably be expanded to a 5-day class.
Right, it could be its own course on its own.
Yeah.
You know, for us, we still juggle with the right amount of days for people to take this class, because we feel like it is a 68-day class, and at the same time people can commit that full 5 days or 6 days to it, and we're still not finished. I'm going to do my follow-up, my wrap-up tomorrow, and see where people, on Monday, and see where people are at to make sure that everybody's up to that level, and to get every last question, every idea. And the fun part is, I always phrase it this way, is that the class ends, but you don't have the summer vacation, and then you never see the instructor again, and then the school's over and you're gone. We see you Monday morning.
Yeah.
So when the class ends, we see you back in the shop. So we teach you how to build a car, and now we see you back in the shop come Monday when you're building your own car. And so we have that continued mentorship and education as you learn and pick up. Now you're able to dialogue with people in a much more first language type of thing, where if you don't speak the same language as somebody, you can't communicate. And so we hope that people get to achieve that at a certain point.
I think so. You know, I think the measured success of your program over a period of years is it's going to be amazing. You've turned out already, I know, a series of new students year after year, but you know, I see the dynamics of this organization that you put together are very impressive.
Thank you. We continue to grow and build it. One thing that I'm sure you noticed, we really take it to heart. For us, it's not a oh man, I gotta do this. We take it to heart. Our passion is to be able to develop, create, mold successful traders, breed successful traders to come out of our course and out of our broadcast, and that's why we've become so popular. Just a couple other quick questions. Who's the kookiest one? And kookie's not it's not a plus or a minus. It's just the kookie.
Well, the kookiest one. That's I'd say.
I'll give you a choice.
Okay.
Choice is Melnick.
Yeah.
8 Ball. Or Jefferson Crow.
I thought Jefferson is right down the middle, so it has to be 8 Ball or Melnick.
Or Melnick.
Yeah.
Interchangeable.
Yeah.
What was the best thing the number one thing you enjoyed during the class?
Probably sitting in the cage and just having the interaction with the guys and meeting everybody and really taking the lid off the can to see your world.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How about system-wise? Would you give a professional system a shot, or are you still sort of bricks and mortars, other what you're used to type of thing?
No, I think the systems, if you're going to be a day trader, Melnick's system is going to be hard to beat. I really liked what Mike B presented today. As he's got a system that is very focused, and I can totally see it. It was very easy to understand.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. And any feedback of the Lightspeed software that showed you?
I could really see the power of these last 2 days, and I can see how I need to dedicate more time to really learn it, because it'll make all the difference going forward in my effectiveness as a trader.
Start Monday morning and
Yeah.
stay on the demo until you get to that time when you're ready, and then once you hit the big leagues, we all go to the same ballpark.
Yeah.
And what was the best thing you did while you were in New York City? Outside the office?
Well, I went to Fulton Market one evening. That was a cool place, and last night I had sushi down on the waterfront. I visited the Freedom Towers, the memorial. That was pretty awesome, and then just hearing your guys' individual stories of your life in New York City.
Right.
Fascinating.
Okay, great, Rich.
Yeah.
If there's anything else you want to say, hop in now. If not, wrap it up.
I'm just glad to have met you guys in person, experienced your world, and going home, I'm going to take it with me. It's a great memory and a foundation for my future as a trader.
For a lifetime.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Rich.
You're welcome.
Bye.